Okay, so here we are having a look at some of the cars that the American students drive in their high schools. This is a sort of upper middle class high school, you could say, in the States here. See a Ford Mustang, a Chevy Camaro over there. The cars are very new, very well kept, in good condition. You see another Mustang. Some of the cars here. Now in an Australian school, of course, would be full of Falcons and Commodores or small hatchbacks, and they wouldn't be that new either. They'd be, maybe 10 years old on average. Here we can see the cars are generally fairly modern, up to date. There's a bit of an assortment. Again, Camaros and Mustangs, very popular. Here's a Dodge Charger coupe, another Mustang, a few pickup trucks, yet another new Mustang, Kia Optima. These are things you would never see 18-year-old students driving in Australia. And this is actually the junior section of the high school here, which means these cars are driven by mostly 16 and 17-year-old students. It's really quite extraordinary. These cars are probably better than most white-collar office workers in Australia drive. Again, another Camaro. This is the new Volkswagen Passat. See some trucks here, SUVs. There's quite an interesting assortment. Over there you can actually see some rich kid. It's got a CLS 550. This is about 250 grand in Australia. Somehow some 16, 17-year-old kid managed to get a hold of one. Here's a Volkswagen Jetta. Again, there are a few sort of older cars, but you generally don't see anything older than 10 years. Whereas in Australia, cars from the early 90s or even 80s are still extremely common on the road. Not so here in America. At 10 years, the car's pretty much at the end of its life. And this is in Florida, which is not a snow state either, so cars should, in theory, last longer. Anyway, I'm sure you've seen enough for today. You can see the hybrids are very popular. I should follow up shortly with a Australian comparison, so you can see what they drive over in the States, in Australia, compared to here in Florida. You can see very few hatchbacks. In an Australian school, you'd probably see half the cars being hatchbacks, whereas here I don't think I've seen maybe more than one or two. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this clip, and stay tuned.